symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of our British Oddball series where Glenn finds old British matches for me to watch and we watch them together. I'm your host, Brent Piles, and of course, Glenn's here with me. Glenn, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, that's right, pal.
Warm, but very well.
So yeah, we weren't able to do a AW iPod Worldwide this week. The mayor had some prior engagements. So we thought we'd give this to you instead. But before we watch our interesting match of the week, I thought we could talk a little bit about the week in wrestling. What do you think, Glenn?
Yes, yeah, why not? It was a good week, but it was a quiet week. Thankfully, after the week we had before.
Yeah, I mean, it had some eventful things, but it wasn't like an eventful thing after an eventful thing after an eventful thing after an eventful thing. You know. So I guess we'll just talk about it first. The Rock, the Hollywood Rock, showed up on SmackDown this week. I saw mixed reviews from this online. I saw people who loved it. I saw people who hated it. My peak wrestling era was probably when I was between 10 and 16. So that's when the Rock, Bad Guy Rock 1999 was all over everywhere. And I didn't care what he said about me or how many bad things he said about me. I loved it. So I love this too. What did you think?
I thought it was brilliant. Classic Rock. Absolutely classic Rock. Ran the crowd down, shut them up. They started with Cody chants and he shut them up. Had the meet Roman, to be fair as well, had the meeting out of his hand, but a bunch of wimps as far as that went. They've no courage in their convictions.
Definitely.
The fans.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, as soon as he came out with the shirt on, I said, oh boy.
Yeah. That was something else. It was a sort of like a cross between a shirt and a genie vest.
Yeah, it did look a little bit like Kazam. I think we talked about that on Warring Attitude too, but he did look a bit like Kazam. It had no sleeves either, which was something. But yeah, as soon as he came out that with the shades on, I said, oh boy, here we go. Some of my favorite lines were, now you people here in Utah, and you and your 40 wives can have something to talk about to tell your 40 inbred grandchildren. And then somebody in the third row yelled something at him, and he said, you shut your mouth, fatty, or the Rock will come out there and slap the herpes off your lips.
See, they weren't prepared for it. And that is where people get in the ump about it. The fact that they weren't prepared for a complete heel Rock. And a heel Rock at his best.
Yeah. People
wanted to have something to moan about, and they couldn't find anything to moan about, so they moaned anyway, which is typical.
That's how the internet wrestling community rolls. We have to find something to be upset about. We've got to.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was funny because people wanted to. It's like old Rock used to be. You want to hate him because he's calling you two-threat inbreds.
Yeah.
But he's saying it so hilariously that you're like, yes, I'm a fucking toothless inbred. Yes, that's me. Thank you.
So much. We love you, Rock.
We do. Yeah, goddamn, pal. I thought it was fucking amazing. I thought both the shows, Raw and SmackDown, were really good, had some really solid wrestling. I enjoyed the 6-man tag that opened the Raw with Imperium took on New Day and Jey Uso. I thought that was a really good 6-man tag team match. I liked it when Gunther had like the figure 4 on, I don't know if it was Xavier Woods or Kofi, and Jey just gets in the ring and smacks him in the face. Only a Samoan would be that tough, Glenn.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Only a Samoan guy, Glenn.
Yeah. And you still get people trying to headbutt them. And I like the idea that they're not selling them now. Any of the Samoans, they're not selling headbutts anymore. Going back to old school.
That's right. They shouldn't be. We also had like qualifiers, the qualifiers for the elimination tournament. Yeah. Bronson Reed beat Big Bronson Reed lost to Bobby Lashley. We can't forget that he's big.
Yeah, big Bronson Reed against even bigger Bobby Lashley.
I was gonna go with strong Bobby Lashley because he's really strong.
Yes, I suppose. Yeah.
We should really. That's what we should go with. Big Bronson Reed and strong Bobby Lashley. I like it. So we also got the Elimination Chamber coming up Saturday morning for you, Glenn. Very Saturday morning for me. You gonna be able to make it?
Yeah, I'll be up 8 o'clock. I think it is.
Well, it starts at 4 a.m. here, so I think it's like 10 o'clock your time.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah, I'll definitely be up for that.
Yeah, see, I thought it was 3 a.m. here, but then I saw it starts at 4, and I was like, 4 is way better than 3.
Yeah. Well, you're normally up by 5 or 6 anyway, aren't you? So
Typically, yeah. I mean, I usually 5:30, 6 a.m. is all I can sleep until. Yesterday, Glenn, I slept all the way until 7. Can you believe it?
Especially on the weekend when the football's on.
Yeah, I will sacrifice sleep to watch soccer any day. Any day, Glenn. I will get up to watch soccer. So I'll just get up and watch wrestling and soccer side by side. That'll be fun. That sounds like a good Saturday morning to me, pal. I wish it started at like 10 a.m. for me, like you, because 4 a.m. is kind of early. But I'm not going to cry about it, Glenn. I'm not going to cry or shed any tears because you people do it all the time. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I won't complain.
I don't know who's making the girls' outfits at the moment, but there were two wardrobe malfunctions last week. Tiffany, as always.
I don't know how Tiffany Stratton's chasing her wrestling gear ever.
No, I don't either. And Lola Vice on Tuesday.
Tatum Paxley,
they were doing a very good job of hiding her accoutrements, shall we say.
Hiding her vices, like you said.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch NXT live, so maybe they edited it out. So I didn't see any of that. But NXT was really, really good this week too. They had some great matches. The tag team title main event.
Credit to both the girls as well. You didn't actually see anything. It was just a lot of shuffling and trying to put things back.
But yeah, the main event tag team match was really good, and I'm kind of confused because now Braun Breaker is the NXT Tag Team Champion, but he's just signed to SmackDown. So, I mean, I'm not complaining because I didn't want the mobsters to be tag team champions anymore. The most believable mobster on that show, Glenn, is that Rizzo girl. She's the most believable.
I would say, with the way that people are sort of drifting more now, that at some point, those two are going to come up against whoever the tag team champions are, and it's going to be an amalgamation of all 3 titles into one, and just have whoever the champions are going defending them on each brand.
Oh boy! I mean, I necessarily don't hate that idea, but I said something on Threads after the DIY British Strong Style. I don't know what their new name is. I'm going to continue to call them British Strong Style. Sorry. And I said whoever wins this needs to take the belts off Judgment Day because I don't think Judgment Day needs them. I don't think Judgment Day has done anything for them. And a lot of people, well, I got a few comments. I won't say a lot. I got 3 or 4 that people really thought that they should break the titles apart and have 2 separate tag divisions. I personally don't think that's a great idea because I don't think they have enough tag teams. I
think there should be 1 tag division across the 3 brands. You've got enough decent tag teams to do that, and it gives whoever's the champion a good selection of either heel or face tag teams to face up against.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't hate that idea. I don't necessarily know if I love the idea of the NXT not having their own standalone tag team division. I wasn't big on the NXT women's tag team titles either because they never took them seriously or did anything with them. But the one thing they could have done with them that they never did is they could have but they could have taken that division and that way they could have built solid tag teams to put on the main roster.
Yeah.
But they would break them up. Like what has JC Jane and the other girl, what's her name? Gigi Dolan really done since they broke apart fucking Toxic Attraction.
Yeah.
And they were one of the most over tag teams that they had, so I didn't understand why they broke them apart. It didn't make any sense to me.
Ironically, the only female tag team that's come out of NXT, probably about the best tag team in WWE at the moment, the Lollipop Guild.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about the lollipop. I thought you were gonna say Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. I was like, they don't do enough with them.
No, again, it's that thing. Is why you've got Asuka and Kairi Sane as champions. There's nothing to do with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Why would you have heel on heel?
Yeah, you're right. That makes
Sort of
sense.
painting themselves into a corner there again.
It'll be interesting to see what they ever do with the women's tag team championships.
Yeah.
I feel like now though they are trying to establish more women's tag teams, which is good.
Oh yes, yeah, definitely.
We've also got sort of an alliance going now, Glenn, between Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins as he has to deal with The Rock and Roman Reigns now.
Yeah.
You want to hear my pipe dream for WrestleMania? What I think would be great. Okay, so Cody's going to need some backup, right? He's going to need at least 3 people to have his back because he's going to have to deal with Solo, Jimmy, and he's going to have to deal with The Rock. So he's got Seth, right?
Yeah.
And maybe he gets Jay. Maybe he gets Jay to help him with his brother, right? Help him with his brother. Who does he have to help him with Rock? I think we should hear the glass breaking and it should be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Not saying it will happen, but a pipe dream for me, I think that would be great.
He doesn't have to do anything either. Maybe just give The Rock a stunner at some point or something.
Right. And I think what a great moment of TV that would be. Like The Rock's out there with Cody and Cody's like, I know one person that's got your number and has had your number your entire career. And that glass breaks and the look The Rock gets on his face when he realizes it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about that. That would be amazing for me.
It would.
That would be outstanding, I think.
And we said it the other day. This is building into a new Attitude Era with decent wrestling. So there's no reason not to bring them back. If don't have to have 30-minute classics just to be there. Just Minder or whatever.
Yeah. And I saw a video package too that made it look very much like they were going to be doing a tag team match, like Seth and Cody versus The Rock and Roman. I don't know, maybe if they do that one night at WrestleMania and then something the next night. But the video package I saw definitely made it seem like that's the way they were going.
Mm-hmm.
And since I don't see The Rock working a one-on-one match with anyone, it'll probably be a tag match with something.
Yeah. And that will placate everybody that they'll get their Rock at WrestleMania. But Cody gets to finish his story.
Fingers crossed that he finishes that story, because if he doesn't, I'm deleting social media. I'll tell you right now, I'm gone.
Yeah,
I'm out of here because it would just be. And I don't want to hear it. And I would agree with him. But I wouldn't cry about it.
No.
Because it's just fucking time. It's time for somebody else to be the champion. They've done all they can do with Roman. It's time for him to go away. And then he'll come back and he can be a babyface and we'll fucking love him.
Yeah.
So that's what we should do. And then you can do The Rock versus Roman next year at WrestleMania with heel Rock versus babyface Roman Reigns.
Yeah. That would be perfect
for
the bloodline.
I agree too. I think that would be something, pal. But anything else, Glenn? Anything else you can think of that you want to talk about from wrestling this week?
Oh yeah. I have my sources to research these sort of things as far as British wrestling goes.
Yeah.
Found out why they're not using British Strong Style.
Okay.
Because the third member of British Strong Style owns a third. Well, actually, no. Him and Pete own half each of, because it was Trent and Pete who started British Strong Style, and then they brought Tyler in.
Yeah.
So it's actually Pete and that own the rights to British Strong Style, so they can't use it in WWE.
That makes sense. I kind of thought it might be on something along the lines of Trent having something, maybe they didn't. Maybe they were like, we're not going to use it because we don't have Trent with us and we don't feel right doing that. I'm sure if they asked Trent, he wouldn't have a problem with it because that's just the kind of guy he is. But at the same time, you don't want to do that. We could just do something else. Yeah,
that's it. It just won't bother with it. Why rock any boats?
Yeah. Do you remember what they said? What their new tag team name was going to be on SmackDown? But I don't remember. Do you remember?
I can't remember it now.
Yeah, definitely.
Something or the other.
Yeah, catch wrestling. I don't remember. Now we're gonna start calling it what they call them in NXT.
Let me have a quick look. Otherwise, we'll be. Oh.
I guess we'll find. I know he said it, but he said it too fast, so I couldn't remember what he said.
Pete Doherty done. And Tyler Bate. New Catch Republic.
New Catch Republic. That's what it is. I mean, that's good. That works.
That's a bloody mouthful.
It is. It's going to be hard for us soft-headed American fans to say. We're going to be like, what the fuck does that mean? I really hope they win the tag team titles. Again, we need to take the tag team division in a different direction.
That sets up them against Pretty Deadly at SummerSlam.
Yes, boy.
Yeah.
Fucking do it at WrestleMania. Let's hot shot this thing. I want to see it, Glenn. I want to see it. I'll be going, NXT UK, NXT UK. I'll be doing it in my living room. I'll be doing it in my living room. So we're going to try to do Elimination Chamber picks, but it's at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know even when I would put it out. So I don't know, pal.
Unless we can do something late Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. If not, we'll just me and you will do it, and we'll get the picks from the mayor. We'll read them. We'll read them all.
Oh yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Thursday after the Sid show.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, definitely. So maybe we'll plan on that. Anything else? Anything else from the week in wrestling you wanted to cover, Glenn?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, first, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go upstairs and pee, and then we're going to watch Billy Two Rivers.
Yep.
All right. So here we go. I'll put it up on the screen. Who are these two gentlemen? I know it's Billy Two Rivers, but who's he facing?
Oh, God, I've forgotten again. Bring him up.
Johnny Yearsley?
Johnny.
Oh. I knew I'd say it wrong.
Yeah, I've lost it. Here we go.
There it is.
Johnny Yearsley.
Johnny Yearsley, that's what it is. So we got it up on the screen here, and let's have a look.
Billy Two Rivers. He's an interesting character.
Is he really a Native American?
No, he's a native Canadian.
Oh, okay.
He's from Kanawaki, Quebec, Canada. He's a Mohawk.
Oh boy.
He's been wrestling since. You can say, well, I've researched this, can't you?
I can tell.
He was born on May the 5th, 1935.
Good Lord.
Sadly passed away on February the 12th, 2023 at the age of 87.
So he lived until this year. I mean, last year.
Last year.
God damn.
Died at home at Kanawaki, Quebec, Canada.
Oh, bless him.
Yep.
Billy Two Rivers.
He debuted in February 1953 and retired in 1997, where he went into politics. And in 1978, he became the leader of the Mohawk Nation on the Kanawaki Reservation.
Nice. I like his trunks here. It's very nice. He looks like you remember the little wrestler, Little Beaver?
Yes, yeah, I remember him.
He looks like a grown Little Beaver. He looks like if somebody like pump Little Beaver up, it'd be this guy a little bit. Maybe it's just the hair, because I think Little Beaver had the same kind of haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So this guy is authentic native, though. He's a native Canadian. He's not one of these guys who's pretending to be native.
No, he high chief of the Mohawk tribe in Canada.
So that's good. That's good. I like to see it when it's not when they're not faking it. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Oh, some oh boy, flip over here. I don't think we're gonna get any shenanigans in this match like we did with Cat Weasel or.
No. This is a straight.
This is a straight laced wrestling match.
Yeah.
A rounds match, I would assume. Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. It's a world of sport.
Working the wrist hold here, old. I don't remember his name. I'm terrible with names. Yearsley, that's what it is.
Johnny Yearsley. He's only a small man because Billy Two Rivers is only 6 foot, and yet he looks huge compared.
Yeah, I would have guessed Billy Two Rivers was like 6'4", but you're right. I guess that guy is about as tall as the referee, though. So
yeah,
he's from Cardiff, Wales. They said.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I don't think most people in America know that England and Wales are a different country. I think they think it's the same.
Well, it's the same island.
I don't know anything about some of the countries in Europe until I started watching soccer, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't know North Macedonia was a country, but it is.
Yeah. It's a big contentious thing over here. The FAs don't get on, which is why we never have a men's UK team at the Olympics.
But yeah, I just always think that's funny as people like, oh, the USA in their group has England and Wales in the World Cup, and people are going, huh? I thought Wales was in England, they said. I'm pretty sure I told somebody who was in our group, and they went, isn't Wales in England? And they're like, nope, it's 2 different countries. I promise you it is. Know your geography, damn it, or watch soccer. You'll learn it. That's the only way I learned. Not in school, Glenn. I learned from soccer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Billy. Come on, Billy. I'm rooting for Billy.
Billy could have actually wrestled against Gunther's dad.
I didn't know Gunther's dad was a worker.
He was. He wrestled his last match over here in 1974, and then he went to Germany for 3 years, and that would have been about the time that Gunther's dad was setting up the wrestling school and starting.
Interesting. All right, my dogs are outside and they're back again.
Oh.
Is he choking him?
Gromit.
What do you think he's saying to him when he was choking him? Whoa! That might took his head off.
Yeah. Okay.
He said, "I'm sorry. Don't chop me again."
I'll tomahawk chop there.
Now he's getting a talking to from the referee. That's not worth a public warning, is it, Glenn?
No. What, complaining that the other bloke hit you too hard? The
referee was saying that to my dogs.
The referee was just basically saying to him, "Look, don't be a wuss and get on with it."
Karate, I mean, chops happen in wrestling matches. Deal with it. I always find it very interesting, like the people in the crowd at these things. It's like older people in suits. It's just weird to me.
Well, it was that these are the sort of early 1970s. The main people that used to go to wrestling were either very young like me or old like my nan who used to take me.
Oh, that makes sense.
The older people, although they were filmed on a Wednesday night, would dress up in this like what they would go out on a Saturday.
Yeah, the Saturday best.
Right, yeah.
To head on down to the wrestling. I guess that makes sense.
So you think that these places that they're all very industrial, that most of these northern towns and cities that the wrestling took place at. So people would have basically lived in their work gear all week, unless you had an excuse to dress up.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably this time. It was probably the same thing over here. I'm sure people got dressed in their Saturday night's best to go to the wrestling. There's that whole song, the whole "Going to Wrestling" song. You remember that song, Glenn?
Yes, except you had it on Saturday nights.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we didn't have it on Wednesdays. You're right. At least I think. Here we go. Round 1 is over. It's time for round 2. No falls yet.
The only reason that they used to be recorded was because people did so many other things on a Saturday Like the horse racing and the football and everything else. They
Right.
wouldn't have had anybody at the shows.
Right.
You put it on a Wednesday night. I mean, nobody's doing anything else. Oh,
That's a great point, Glenn. I hadn't thought of that.
that
And
was
we're back. He raked this. That's something you don't see in wrestling nowadays is people running someone's head or something across the top rope.
No.
Like that's not something they do anymore. But that he did it like the eyes, so he can't even see.
Yeah, that's it. He's raked the eyes.
Yeah. Now I guess choking's legal, or no, he's got him in a weird nerve hold.
He's got him like a grommet again.
Oh, get him! Get him, Billy! That's right. You motherfucker! You chop him! I love it. This is fucking awesome. The ref took it. He gets leg off for it.
The ref ain't taking any of that nonsense. Oh,
now he's in trouble. Chop him! One! Oh, damn it!
What's here? Oh,
that shit hurt.
Yeah, I bet it did. Look how red his ear's gone.
You don't want to fuck with Billy.
Trying to shake his hand now.
I mean, I would too. I wouldn't trust him, Billy. Stomp on his foot. Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
He put him in the old shake your hand hold. Like my uncle used to do to me. He'd be like, here, shake my hand and squeeze the fuck out of it. Yeah. So you wonder why I got trust issues. Is that a thing over there, Glenn? Do you have uncles and they like torment you?
Used to, yeah.
Yeah, that's your uncle's
dead now.
I was going to say, I'm sorry, I didn't want to say that, but I think I'm an uncle. So I have many nephews and nieces. I think my job is to push them around a little. Well, not anymore because they're all fucking grown and they'll probably beat me up. But look at this.
It's a bit Billy Two Rivers. He got around a bit in the 60s.
What do you mean by that?
Well, after spending some time in England and Scotland, he then returned to the United States in September 1965. Started wrestling in North Carolina. And after 6 months, which included teaming with Carl Gotch to defeat the Blonde Bombers, Rick Hawk and Swede Hansen. He left for Japan until at least May 13th, 1966, at which point there was no record of him wrestling again until 1971. So obviously he went back home then.
Yeah, must have. Must have went back to Canada.
And obviously got skint again, so started wrestling again. So in 1971 and 2, wrestled in Ontario and Quebec, and also then came back over here to the UK.
Think about that, Glenn. We're currently watching WWF 1997. Billy Bad Rivers here was wrestling in 97. Can you believe that?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, I thought you said 97.
No. When did he retire? 1977.
Oh, okay. 77. I heard it wrong.
By 97, he was well into his politics.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You did say that. I don't know if it's like this in Canada, but I know in America, like on the native reservations, the law doesn't even have jurisdiction there. Like they do their own tribal stuff. I don't know if it's like that in Canada, but I know it's like that here. So I'm sure it is. Oh, he throws him across the ring here. He's really taking it to him now. Billy needs to throw a chop at him. Oh, that was a stiff shot there. Now some elbows. You know anything about this referee, Glenn?
I don't know.
Darn it.
Don't know this one.
I love a good referee talk. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten any falls yet in this thing. How many rounds? I'm sure I've asked you this for. How many rounds they typically go? 5, 6?
5. Oh no, 6 5-minute. Yeah. 6 3-minute rounds.
6 3-minute, just like a Heritage Cup match.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Where the Heritage Cup got it from.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that you know what, Glenn. Now that I think about that, that really all adds up, doesn't it? Another round is over, and no falls have been. I like how one quarter man is blue and one quarter man's red. That way we can specify which one's which. Drinking water out of a glass bottle. There we go. We got him towel him down now. Oh. way better than Colonel Parker's towel that he was using.
Yeah.
Doesn't have snot all over it. Just sweat. Just man sweat.
That guy looks like he takes his job seriously.
This guy's like damping Billy. He's like, let me pat you, big guy. He's like, don't rub me, block me. I need to be blocked.
Oh. Yeah.
I think he's gonna Andre the Giant him and tie him up in the ropes.
Oh, vicious.
What happened?
They just got himself a
public warning. Public warning. I say that to my dogs when they start fighting. Glenn. I go, that's a public warning.
Yeah.
They don't care. My favorite parts of these matches are public warnings. So, just because I find that to be hilarious. Also, they have like a monitor down there by the announce table or whatever that is, and it looks like they've got like a kilo of cocaine wrapped up on top of it, which is weird. I wouldn't leave it there.
That's probably the transmitter.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Just weird. It's a weird sight for me. Oh, he's closing in on him. I don't think Billy's gonna win this one, Glenn. He's in trouble here.
Ooh. Now, was that a low blow or?
Well, he didn't get a second public warning, so I don't think so. Oh, now he's doing the nut pin. Oh, there it is. He wins. Well, he wins one fall. Billy's down 1-0, Glenn. 1-0. As we head to the fourth fall. I don't know, Glenn. I can't believe you set me up to watch Billy lose. Why would you do this to me?
I'm sure he doesn't.
Well, there's only 3 minutes left. He's got to win 2 falls. Well, maybe this other guy will get disqualified. Oh, he didn't even go to the right corner. Billy's so confused he couldn't even go to the red corner, Glenn.
Yeah.
Oh, no. See, look at that weird shit that's on top of the TV. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. It's a parcel or something. Oh.
It looks like something that UPS shipped them. It's weird.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, here, we have this package for you. Well, the show's about to start. Just set it there.
Yeah.
We'll open it later. It's my mom. It's from my mom. Christmas present. It's fine. All right, so here we go. We're into the 4th round here. Billy's down, but not quite out. I don't know. I feel like Yearsley here is taking control. And Billy looks disheveled.
If he was up against one of the big names, I would understand. Oh, there we go.
I think he killed him.
It's a knockout.
Oh, bam!
There we go.
That's it. Oh, yeah, get down with your bad self, Billy. One more time. Pow! Yeah, it's party time. I like the dance. I love it.
Oh,
get fucking with it. Oh, Billy's on fire here. Somebody call 911. Billy burning up the fucking dance floor tonight.
9, 10, and he wins by a knockout.
Yeah, I can watch Billy dance all day. I'm gonna make a compilation of Billy dancing. That's what I'm gonna do, Glenn. Now, I'm not even gonna share it on the internet. I'm gonna play it just for myself when I'm in a bad mood. Billy's the motherfucking winner because you can't beat Billy because Billy's a bad motherfucker. That's why, Glenn. He is the winner. Billy Two Rivers. My brother lives in Two Rivers, Wisconsin, so that's interesting.
Wow.
Those weird Wisconsin people pronounce it like Trivers. I'm not sure how they got there, but that's what they say. So there you have it. There's another interesting British oddball, and now one of my favorite wrestlers, Billy Two Rivers. Thank you, Glenn, for introducing me to him.
That's all right. That's been sitting in the archive for ages. We never got round to watching.
Well, there we go, Glenn. We finally did it. We finally got around to watching it, and now we've gotten around to the end of the show. We hope you enjoyed another episode of British Oddballs. Are we going to do plug? Or are we just going to tell people to listen to Warring Attitude?
Just listen to Warring Attitude.
Yeah, we did all the plugs on Warring Attitude. You can check that out right now. Not right now. It'll be out on Wednesday. You can check it out on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. You can hear it tomorrow. Okay. That's it. That is all. The only thing left to do is for Glenn to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.